Hello again. Now we will start to use our head press machine. As you see, it's a properly connecting in the back. You have this to turn on the machine. It's already on. Or timer button. The machine is supposed to take like 5 minutes to take the right temperature. You can see here in the screen. We preheating before to don't waste much time, and this is the timer that we need to do the properly labeling. Please, I really appreciate, don't touch these buttons here, because this goes inside of the settings of the machine. If you have any doubt, please tell me, send the email to our service or to sales@hatical.com, and we're asking all the issues regarding this. If you saw any problem with the temperature or the timer is not correctly 30 seconds and 163 degrees, please communicate with us to see what happened with the machine. Another point I would like to show you, careful, because this surface is hot. And by the way, this surface have a sticker down to the protection of the machine, is to protect the surface on the top. And please don't remove this sticker pad on the bottom of the hot side of the hot surface. By the way, you have another issue here. This knob is to adjust the pressure of the machine. When we lock down, I will show you better if I move the machine. Okay, when we comes down the lever, they block. We need, of course, pressure over the fabric and the label to fuse our label on the cloth, but no too heavy to be difficult this procedure to do. Of course, when it's a new machine, it's a little bit heavy, but with the time you will see that is solved. Another question that please don't forget, anytime before you start to labeling, that we saw in the previously video, you need to remove the paper or cardboard in the back. Just rip this one, opening, and that's for wasted at this old labeling. Okay, well, how's to labeling any garment? Usually all the 99% of the clothes or the fabric that we use in the care homes, hospitals, sports and theaters and wherever, is a polyester, cotton, polycotton, just normal fabrics. It's so easy to use. You can remove this one, put the fabric, put the label on top, aligning the head press down. We lock the lever and start the timer in this bottom here. If you see, the timer comes down, and in the end of the 30 seconds you will listen a beep. You press again and up the lever here. By the way, always the handlet on the top. If you see, our label is completely fused inside of the fabric. Okay, as I showed you before, our label is not really a label. Is our pattern don't need any kind of glue or any kind of things to fuse, because our label is flexible and is complete hypoallergenic, and you can use in any kind of garments. People ask me about delicates. I can show you with this one. Actually, it's a very delicate thing. For me, delicate, I can tell you which kind specific of fabric is delicate. For me, delicate in this machine whose work at very lower temperature, 163, in compared to the other ones, works in 220, is the fact of, for example, you can compare it with the iron. Any iron works in 220, you know. For that, we can, in our system, we can use and we can label in any kind of fabric. For me, delicate, as I told you before, is this kind of things more plastic, synthetic, like some inside of a jacket of sport wears, you know, but still we can label it anyway. I will show you with this one to show you that is not a delicate for me. It's more question of common sense. We lock, activate the timer. It's for me delicate is these plastic things, synthetics, that you can use in the dry machine usually. And if you see, everything's perfectly. And with the properties of our labeling, of course, now is hard, you know, but when the temperatures come down, they feel better. It's elastic, you know. It's not like another labels, you know, that is very bad. But for one moment, you take this fabric and you feel, because I told you before, it's question of common sense. You remember this kind of scarf? It's imitation of silk. The organic products is not a problem. The question is the fake imitations. Some scarf, I remember some scarf is a really fake silk, for example. With silk is no problem, pashminas or any kind of organic fabric. What do you use? We will use the common sense. What I mean with this is exactly the same temperature. We just imagine this is a delicate thing. We will put on the top, and in this case, just in this case, we will lock because it's a thin thing. We start the timer, and when we see the number 8 here on the screen, we will stop and up, and you can see everything's fine. Well, if you see, this is completely